Hi, my name is Kalysha Alifiah Putri. So in this video, I'm going to make a tutorial for one of the features in Lumio website. So the features that I want to do is immersive reader. So the first step you want to do is open Lumio website. After that, you guys can sign in or sign up to your own account. Okay, next, after it appears in home like this, and under the account profile, you guys can saw the edit class and click it. And in edit class, you guys can see the last one is manage immersive reader. You guys can click it. And after that, we gonna turn on the enable immersive reader for live lessons. And done. Okay, next, you guys can import your own presentation in here, or you guys can get from Lumio library in here. For example, I get it from from Lumio. There's so many presentation in here you guys can get. Okay, back to my library. I got it from Lumio too. I'm going to start. After that, you guys can choose one of the slides that you want to do the immersive reader. For example, I want to do this slide. Okay, beside of this slide, you guys can see three buttons in the middle in here. You guys can click it. So many features in here, but because we want to do the immersive reader, you guys can click this immersive reader icon in here, and it immediately they highlight the text that we can do. For example, I want to do this text. You guys can click it, and after that it will be appears like this. Okay, and then in here you guys can see text preferences. You guys can click it, and in here you guys can adjust the text size. For example, you want to be small or you want to be so big or medium. It's up to you. And then there's the increased spacing in here. If you guys turn it off, the words, the passage will be like this. But if you guys turn on, you guys can see the spacing from word to word is gonna be there's a big gap that you guys can focus one by one of the word. And then after that, there's a font in here. You guys can change the font. There's a three option. You guys can change into Stitka or Comic Sans. For example, I want to do the Comic Sans. And then there's a theme in here. You guys can do theme for the background. For example, I want to do sepia theme. There's so many theme, by the way. You guys can change whatever you want. The second feature too, it's a grammar option in here. In grammar option, there's the syllables and parts of speech. If you guys turn on the syllables, it will automatically do the syllables in the word. And for in the part of speech, there's the noun, verb, adjective, and adverbs. And if you guys turn on, for example, I want you to turn on the nouns, it immediately automatically identify which one is noun in this passage. Not only that, you guys can change the color. For example, you want to do yellow, you want to do orange. It's up to you. And also the verb, adjective, and adverbs like that. Okay, oops, like that. And sometimes, like when you do this, you forgot which one is for what color, like red for what color. You guys can turn on the show labels, so it immediately show you the labels. For example, like the purple it's noun, or the red is verb, like it's verb, and the green it's adjective. And then after that, there's the reading preferences in here. You guys can turn on the line focus, so it's focus one by line. And then there's a translate in here, so it translate your a passage in the slide. And there's so many languages in here. It even have an English Australia, English Canada, English Hong Kong, Ireland, United Kingdom, and of course United States, and Germany, German Switzerland, French Canada, French Switzerland. For example, I want to do French, for example, and then you guys have to turn on the document first to translate all the passage. Okay, it immediately translate to French. You guys can play it.
Enseignant, vous pouvez activer et utiliser le lecteur
Okay, but you don't like the voices, you guys can change it. Beside the play button, there's a voice setting in here. You guys can do the adjust the voice speed. You guys want to slow it down or speed it up. For example, you want to do this speed, and then you guys can also change the voice selection. For example, you want to do male, and
Immersive dans toutes vos leçons en quelques étapes décrites ci-dessous. Utilisez cet outil précieux dans cette ressource et dans d'autres pour améliorer les compétences en littératie dans votre classe.
this features is helping students with their reading comprehension so much, especially with the people with the dyslexia that have a syndrome that it's hard for them to understand the material by reading, so they can understand the material by listening. So this is one of the features that help them so much. Okay, that's all for the tutorial. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.